Welcome to Fat Cloud TV, brought to you by Vapor. In this episode, we'll be taking a look and doing a review on the Vladdin RE pod system. Like I said in the beginning, we'll be taking a look at the Vladdin RE pod system. This is a refillable pod system, and as you guys may have seen lately in the vaping industry, pod systems has become incredibly popular, and Vladdin has released their own, and this is the RE. And I'm assuming the RE might stand for something like refillable. I'm not 100% sure, but anyway, this is their refillable pod system. Kind of has like a vape pen type design. So yeah, a lot of people love this design. Slim, a little bit longer than the normal pod systems that are, the super compact. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do real quick, I'm gonna go down low and then show you guys how it comes, all the stuff that comes with it, give you guys a close look, and then come back up top and give you guys my thoughts on and my experiences with this pod system, and then wrap it up with whether or not I recommend it. Stay tuned. So here's the box the Vladdin RE pod system comes in. Pretty standard box. Presentation is good, but I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Inside, you do receive the pod system itself, a micro USB cable for charging, and you do get one pod, and of course a user manual. So I'm going to go over the device first. As you can see, it's pretty nice. It's slim. It's actually very comfortable. Like, these edges here aren't very sharp at all. There is an LED light right here that will glow when you're vaping on it. Now, one thing I don't like is that the charge port is at the bottom. So you can't, you wouldn't stand this up anywhere while charging, so it's not like the biggest deal in the world, but I would have liked to see it maybe in the front or something. But it's not, like I said, for this type of pod system, I don't think it's the biggest deal. You also see the branding here of Vladdin. In the back, it doesn't have anything. I mean, it's really simple. It's not like a box mod or something. It's very simplistic yet very good looking design, in my opinion. Very sleek, very comfortable to hold. As you see, it's you can't even see it when I palm it, but that's without the pod, of course. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you the pod. Now, the pod does come in pre-packaging here, so I'm going to go ahead and open that up. And so how you fill it, you actually take this off, the top piece, which is the mouthpiece, and you have a silicone plug here. So basically, you can take that off. You have two fill ports. Whatever you do, do not fill it down the middle, or it'll pour out. Basically, well, not pour out, but you'll probably get a load of spit back, and yeah, actually, it will probably spill out. So the fill ports are the ones on either side, on the left or right. Now, one thing I noticed while using this over a short period, not a short period of time, a couple of weeks, is that when you're filling it, you end up not filling it all the way to the top because the fill ports are very small. So when you fill it with say a dropper bottle, like a Chubby Gorilla bottle, the e-liquid tends to kind of suck back into the bottle because of how small it is. The fill ports. It's not. It's not annoying or it's not terrible, but it's just something worth mentioning. If you have a really thin needle top bottle, you probably won't have that issue. But this is more of an issue with thicker needle tip unicorn bottles. But it's very easy to fill. You don't even have to take it out of the pod system to fill it if you don't want, because you could simply take off the top piece. But if you're pulling on this, the pod will probably come out. But it does have a ceramic coil inside, and the resistance of this coil, I think, is between 1.2 and 1.5 ohm, which is perfect for mouth-to-lung vaping. And so once you're done filling it, it doesn't snap back in, but you can feel that it's snug. It's not going to go anywhere at all. See, it takes a good amount of pressure to really pull this apart. So one thing also I want to mention is that the pod itself only goes in one direction, well, one way. So you see here, it can't go in, like, because of how it's designed, which is a good thing, you know. So I mean, not a lot of people care about things like this or will notice it, but I like when like a pod or whatever it is goes in one way, so you know you're not inserting it the wrong way. But once you insert it, see, it just snaps into place, and it does snap. And I mean, it does take a little bit of pressure to really turn it out, but you can see with the magnetic connection, it just snaps in, no problem at all. And this is the whole setup together. And like I see, you can palm it, and you can barely see it. So that's another thing to keep in mind as well. If you were to get this, that it does only go in one way. I think the e-liquid capacity is 1.5 ml, around there. I gotta double check, but I'll leave text just to verify the information. But the ceramic coil, I know like some people don't like ceramic coils. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm not the biggest fan of ceramic coils, nor do I mind it. So, but I must say the flavor from this thing is actually very, very good. Which is just something I'll talk about more when we go up. So anyway, like I said, it's not like a whole lot to it. I mean, it is a pod system. There's only so much I can show you. But the last thing I want to show you is that they do offer replacement pods as well. They did send me over a pack. It comes in a pack of 4. I'll just open it real quick to show you. Just like how it comes in the box when you buy the whole kit. I would have liked to see the pod system itself come with 2, just in case there's an issue with the pod you have. Whatever, you never know. Having 2 is always better than 1, in my opinion. But for the price, can't really complain too much. And but still, they could have upped the price just a couple more dollars and add another pod. But anyway, so I showed you up close the Vladdin pod system. I'm going to go ahead and fill up a pod and let you guys know what I think about it. All right, now we're back up top. This is the one I've been using for the past couple of weeks. I actually have this filled up with some of the fucking e-juice. Oh my gosh. This is their salt line, 30 milligram salt nick. One thing I do want to mention with these pod systems is that you can use whatever type of e-liquid you want. It doesn't necessarily have to be a nic salt juice. It can be like a higher nicotine, regular e-liquid like 18 milligram, 12 milligram, 6 milligram, whatever, float your boat basically. But I do have some 30 milligram salt in here. And it's been performing really well. 30 milligram is kind of like the highest I would go. Like 50 for me is just too much. 35 maybe, because some flavors are available, and kind of it's either like 20, 30, or 35 type of thing. But anyway, enough about the type of e-juice. I do have it filled up. One thing I do want to mention also with these pods is that they do have a pretty decent break-in time, more than some other pods I've experienced. It's not like terrible. It's probably like give or take a half a pod to a full pod, and then you're getting like full-on flavor. And the flavor from this is actually really, really good. Let me take a vape and show you some vapor production. Who knows that? I'm not gonna get much from this. So you do get pretty decent vapor. It's not like I said, it's crazy. This is not something you're not gonna be cloud chasing with or anything. One thing I do want to mention that at first sometimes you might get a little bit gurgling, or if you let it sit for too long. But that's something that happens with some pod systems out there, or even like sub-ohm tanks or RTAs. Like if it's just been the juice has been sitting there for some time, you will get some gurgling, or when you just fill it. I just got a little bit of gurgling, just like a tiny bit of spitback, but nothing crazy. But the flavor is really good. The vapor production is great. The draw now, I know this is an important thing for a lot of people. The draw is actually is for me, it's pretty much perfect. It's more on the tighter side, I'll say. It's definitely not like a loose melt along. It's definitely a pretty restrictive or tight melt along draw. I don't know. I don't really have anything to compare it to per se, like RTA wise. I can't really compare it, but I would say it's kind of similar to like the Just Fog Mini. That's pretty tight. I think, yeah, I have it here. Yeah, they're pretty close in regards to how tight the draw is. So if you have this is a pod system I use like often, and this one is actually, it might kick that one off. I'm actually enjoying this quite a lot because, excuse me, the battery life is pretty decent. It does have a 350 mAh battery, so it charges fairly quickly. Some of the other pod systems, the battery dies really quick, especially the really compact ones like this Just Fog here. This one, I mean, like barely like quarter of the day, and that thing is dead. But this one, I could get through at least half the day. It depends on how much I'm vaping, really. Like I could get through an entire day. Sometimes, if I'm vaping this on and off, I'll get through multiple days without needing to charge it, which is always a good thing. With the design, there's nothing crazy about it. It's very sleek, very simplistic. No like over branding or anything like that, which I do like. It looks, it's kind of, I guess, like professional looking, I guess, if you want to call it that, but it's very sleek, like pocket friendly, or you can put in your bag. Ladies can easily put in their like purses with no issues. It's not like too big. It's like the perfect size for a vape pen. You know, it's nothing too large. But like I said, the vape quality is really good. The flavor is really good. Now, how long the pods last, honestly, that will depend on the type of juice, obviously, because some juices are coil killers while others are not. This one I filled about like 5 times, and the flavor is still pretty good. So I mean that's pretty good in comparison to some other pods. Some pods I've had where like 3 refills, and I'm already noticing a diminishing effect. But this one I don't at all after 5. Like I said, the throat hit is really nice. With this 30 milligram, it's very smooth for me. It just vapes good. Like I said, there's not like a whole bunch to go about it. Like I said, my experiences with this has been really good over the past couple of weeks. I've been enjoying it. It's become in my daily rotation in regards to, you know, when I'm vaping in a day. If I'm leaving, I usually grab like 1 or 2 pod systems and like a squonk mod or RTA or something with a box mod. But this definitely is going to stay in my rotation for some time. The flavor is really good. The vape production, for me, I'm satisfied with it, and it's easy to use. It's a draw activated design. There's no button. Now that could be, I guess, like a subjective con. Some people like a button. Like on this Just Fog here, you got to press a button. On this one, it's just draw activated. So, like I said, I mean, if you're looking for a pod system, this is one I do recommend checking out. It's good. The flavor is good. There's nothing. I haven't had no auto firing issues. I've had auto firing issues on a few other pods, which like I think one of them was a Soaring Drop. That one I had an auto firing issue, but this one I've had no issues whatsoever with auto firing, which is always a good thing. And that's why some people prefer that button. But anyway, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you're looking for a pod system, or looking to give a gift for a friend or a smoker who's trying to get off cigarettes, I think this is a really good option. It's really easy to use. There's nothing crazy about it. The draw is really tight, so I think that would be good for them too. Or if you just look for a pod system that performs great, this is a good option. So with all that being said, thank you guys for watching Fat Cloud TV. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas to everybody. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Get in there.